Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a story time video, and I figured it would be the perfect time to do one of these with everything going on. We're in scary times right now, and it's all anybody ever talks about. It's all that's on the news, and it's sometimes really hard to escape. So I want to keep all my videos positive, and in today's video, if I can distract you, make you laugh, make you happy, raise your vibration, then I've done my job. But I hope that you and your families are home, safe, and well. But today's story time video is about the time that I pretty much got stalked and followed by a magician on a cruise ship. And this is a crazy story. It was about 5 years ago, so I wanted to share this one with you guys. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell down below. And without further ado, if you guys like to hear about the time that I got stalked and followed by a cruise ship magician, then just keep watching. So before I get started, I just wanted to mention it's March 23rd. I'm in upstate New York, and it's like 30-something degrees out and snowing. So that's my situation going on right now. So I hope for many of you guys, you are in warmer parts of the country, or you can at least go outside and enjoy the weather. Snowing, I don't even want to get into it. I'm looking at snow right now out the window. Most of you guys know I'm a cruiseaholic. I love cruises. I even got married on a cruise. That's pretty much the only way that me and my husband vacation. So about 5 years ago, this cruise, I believe it was out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and we went to 5 different destinations in the Eastern Caribbean. It was a really fun vacation. We went with my parents and then their 2 friends. And I don't know exactly what cruise ship it was. I know it was Carnival. I just don't know which one it was. I think it was the first or second night of the cruise. We were in the main dining room eating dinner, and I noticed something that I had never noticed before. A magician was walking around, kind of going to random tables, performing tricks, just trying to, talk to people. And I was like, wow, this is new. I've never seen that before. And I was like, I wonder if he's gonna come to our table. So he comes to our table, and at first it was great. Like, some of these tricks that he was doing, you guys, I was blown away. I don't remember exactly, but one of them, it was like, he was able to like touch his ear or like blow on his finger, and my mom's friend that was with us, she could like feel it. It was like crazy. It was like something like that. He did a couple other tricks, and we were just like, whoa. I was like, he was really good. So then he left and he went to another table and whatever. So then later on that night, or after dinner, usually what we do is we check the itinerary of what's going on the ship. We'll either like go to the casino, or if they're having some kind of party or show or whatever. There's tons of different things going on every night on the ship. So I'm looking at the itinerary and I'm like, oh, the magician has a show. I go, let's go. And normally, like, me and my husband, we would never do that. But since he just came to our table and kind of like, really like blew us away with his tricks, I was like, let's go to his show. So I think it was like around like 8 o'clock or 8:30, his show. So we went. I want to say maybe, I don't know, maybe like 40 people were at the show. It's not like it was like overly crowded or anything. So we sat down, we were watching his show, and towards the end of the show, he was doing a trick, and he needed somebody from the audience to come up, and he was kind of like gonna hypnotize them. And I have never, I don't think in my life, besides this time, ever been selected out of an audience to come up and do anything. And I don't ever want to do that or ever want to do it again. I'm kind of shy when it comes to those things, and I just don't like want to be a part of it. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, I hope he doesn't pick me. I'm not volunteering myself. And like, if he's gonna try to hypnotize me, like, what if it really works? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna look like an idiot? So I'm just sitting there, and my husband's next to me, and of course, like, I'm this blonde girl, probably sticking out like a sore thumb, and he picks me, and I'm just like, I felt weird, like if I was like to say no. My husband's like, yeah, go, go, go. So I go up, and he tries hypnotizing me. It was like really weird. I can't remember the specifics. My husband was recording it, and I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. And for a while, like, I started to feel like weird, and my husband said that I definitely like was kind of acting a little bit weird. But towards the end, I kind of was like figuring out like what he was doing. Like, he had these cards, and well, before the card trick, he was doing something where he's like, go back to your childhood memories. Remember a specific memory when you were little, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, what's your favorite flower? Picture what it smells like. And then he was like rubbing his hands, and then he came up to me and he goes, what does it smell like? And I said peonies or whatever, because that's what I was thinking. It smelled like something, but I don't know if it really smelled like peonies. So then his last trick, he was trying to like hypnotize me so that I was pretty much like could barely read, or at the level of like, I don't even know, maybe like a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old or something like that. And he had these cards, and he would be like, what's on the card? What does the card say? And like, he would hold it up to me, and it was like the letters were all in like reverse when I looked at it, or it was like, I don't even know exactly how to describe it, but say the word was school, I was like saying it completely weird, like I didn't know how to spell or read or anything like that. And then after a while, when he started doing it a couple times, because I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy, like I'm definitely not crazy, there's something going on here. So I could tell that when he would show the card to the audience, when he kind of like moved it a little bit, they saw something different than I saw. So I'm like, cracked it. And then towards the end, I was like kind of like figured it out or whatever, and it wasn't like really working for him. So yeah, that in a nutshell, because this was 5 years ago, I don't really remember the specifics of it, but I'm like, you know, I can read. Obviously, when you turn it one way and turn it the other, the word is different, so figured it out. That was it. That was the end of the show, and he noticed that my husband was filming the whole time on his phone, so he came up to us and he was like, you know, if you could send me that video or get it to me right now, that would be great, or whatever, and blah, 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 blah. And we're just like, yeah, whatever. And we didn't think anything of it. I mean, I didn't really honestly want to give him the video of me sitting there. I don't know what you're going to do with it, whatever. And, you know, I don't know what he thought we were going to do with it, but we weren't going to do anything with it. So I was like, all right, whatever. It got kind of weird. You know, I liked his tricks at dinner, but it just kind of got weird, especially me going up there and him trying to hypnotize me. So the next day, I think it was like the next morning, we got breakfast, and then we went to the gym. And mind you, a cruise ship magician, they probably have quite a bit of free time. They probably have certain times of the day where they've got to be something. I don't know like their specific schedules. Obviously at dinner, they've got to kind of walk around and do what they were doing to us the night before. And then he'll have shows like usually, you know, maybe 1 every 2 days or whatever. So he has a pretty flexible schedule. So we go to the gym, and then like we're coming out from the gym, and we just happen to see him in the hallway, like in the spa hallway. And I'm just like, it's kind of weird that like we're seeing him, because usually you don't see like a lot of the people that work on the ship, like, you know, in like the general public area. And he came up to us right away, and he's like, oh, hey, what's up? He goes, you guys still have that video, you know, if you want to get it to me or whatever. And he wrote down his email address or something. I think he wrote down his email address. He's like, if you want to send it to me or whatever. And my husband's like just bullshitting with him, like, yeah, you know, we don't have internet on the ship, but we can send it to you or whatever. Kind of left it at that. And I'm like, all right, you know, maybe he wants it or whatever. We're not going to send it to him, but we told him, look, we don't have like the internet package. Back then, we especially didn't do it. You know, so when we get off the ship, we'll send it to you or whatever. We left it at that. It's like, just calm down, whatever. So then that night, we were just randomly, it was like after dinner, and I was hoping that we didn't see him at dinner, and we didn't. But then after dinner, I'm just like walking down. I think I had to go to the room for something, and then I was gonna meet everybody back in the casino. And I was in like the long hallways to your room or whatever, and then I could like see kind of the elevator area down the hallway. And it's like, okay, I saw him down the hall, and I'm like freaking out. I am like, holy shit, like what is going on? So I kind of just went the other way. I didn't like run because I didn't want it to look weird, but I'm like, that is definitely him. And again, I know that they're supposed to, I feel like they're supposed to, I know like staff definitely, they cannot use the general public's like elevators, staircases, whatever. They have their own that you don't even see. So I'm just like, okay. So then I go back and I tell them, I'm like, I swear, I just saw the magician down the hallway. I turned around. Granted, it was far away. I'm like, this is getting weird. And we've got like 5 more days on this cruise. So the next day, okay, so we're laying by the pool, and you know, the pool area gets really packed or whatever, and we saw him out of the corner of our eye, me and my mom's friend that was with us. I'm just like, oh my God. So like I had a hat on, so I put the hat over me. I was hoping he didn't see me. Maybe he did, I don't know. And he kind of just like, he's just like hovering, like not hovering over us, but just like over the pool area, and it was just like really awkward. So like I'm like with everybody, and I'm just like trying to like be discreet and just like not be noticeable and not draw attention, like not look at him. So finally like he went away, and I'm like, this is getting really weird. We keep seeing him. It's not normal. I'm not going into any more of his shows. We told him that we were going to, you know, email him the video when we got off the ship, like leave us alone. So then, I don't know if it was the next day we're at dinner again, and, you know, my parents and their friends, like, they kind of were laughing the whole time. They're like, you know, you're gonna see this magician, he's coming after you. Like, they thought it was funny. I was, like, thinking it was really creepy. My husband did too, especially, like, when I would see him alone. I'm like, this is not okay. So we're at dinner, and I'm, like, hoping. I'm like, I hope he's not going around mingling with people doing his tricks again. So out of my corner of my eye, I spot him upstairs on the second level in the main dining room, walking around, talking to people, and he was just creeping me out, you guys. I was so creeped out. He definitely saw me. He definitely was looking at me. And then when he was like making his way down, like my dad like thought it was funny. He's like, I'm gonna go call him over. I go, no, Dad. I go, do not do that. Like, stop. And so I think he kind of like just like came over and like said hi to us because we were with everybody, but it was just like so creepy. I'm just like, oh my God. So like the whole cruise, I'm like trying to avoid seeing this magician, but it doesn't end, you guys. So I believe it was that night we were on our way to the casino. We see him and he's like, hey, how's your cruise going or whatever. He asks about the video again. And he, like, we just keep running into him, and you guys, that's not normal to run into somebody that works on a ship that many times. Like, it's not normal. It's not normal. We're not going to his shows. We're not trying to find him. He's just finding us somehow. So, then it was I think it was like the second to last night of the cruise. We went to one of the comedy shows, and, they get over kind of late, like around 11:30, and like when we're on cruises, we always like go to get pizza or go for food afterwards. We go for like our second dinner. So Carnival just has like the 24-hour pizza, so we were waiting in line to get pizza. And then as soon as we get our pizza, we just sat down in like the main buffet area and we're eating it. And what do you know? Magician, he just comes out of nowhere, sits at our table, and starts talking to us again. Talking to us, asking if he's like, you know what? He goes, actually, he's like, if you have your phone right now, I can get my, he's like, I can go get my laptop and we can just transfer it to my laptop. And we're just like trying not to be like awkward. And I don't know if my husband either said I think, you know what, he had his laptop with him, but we told him that we didn't have my husband's phone. We're like, you know, we don't have our phone. And he's like, well, if you want to go get it, I can transfer it or whatever. And my husband like was just like kind of like, you know, being like, okay or whatever. And we're like eating our pizza. It's getting really weird. Like, you know, I don't know why he wanted this video so bad, but he was definitely like following us. And so my husband's just like, yeah, okay, that's fine or whatever. And he's like, all right. See, I don't remember. Either he was going to go get his laptop and we had our phone, or we didn't have our phone and he was going to get his laptop. But either way, we were like, yeah, okay. And then we just booked it. And we didn't go back because we're like, this is getting freaking weird and insane. He's following us. He's stalking us. I don't know what he's doing. He's popping out of the woodworks everywhere, like he knows where we are. And it's just creepy and weird. And my husband was freaked out by then. It's like, this is getting really weird. Like, he is desperate. So we just like booked it out there. We never went back. And if he was waiting, I don't really care. So I think it was like the last night or the second to last night, again with like the days and the time frame, I'm not really sure because it was 5 years ago. We're, I don't know exactly where we were. I think we were leaving the casino or show and just walking down a hallway, and there wasn't really that many people in the hallway. And we, like right when we were about to go down the long hallway with all the rooms, were in the main area, like where the elevators and the stairs are. Obviously more people can gather there. And I look behind because we were always like looking over our shoulders, like, is he there? Like, where's he gonna pop up next? Luckily, we didn't see him on any of the islands because that would have been creepy too, and we could have because technically they can get off the ship. So I look behind me. I'm like, Tom, he's like in the main area. Or you know what it was? I think it was the lobby area, and we were going off to like one of the narrow hallways to go to our room or whatever and use the elevator. And I'm like, Tom, he is there. I mean, we were quite a distance ahead of him, so we kept walking, and I look, and he's definitely following us. And I'm just like, so it got to the point where I'm like, Tom, we need to run. So we ran. Like, I was scared for my life, you guys. My husband was freaked out too. I'm like, this is not okay. Thank God we get off the ship tomorrow. So that was like the last time where we saw him, and we were running this time because this guy seriously has a problem. Leave us the F alone. So we got off the ship the next day, and I was praying that I would not see him at all and could just get off the ship, because when you get off the ship, like the day if you get off the ship, a lot of the staff people will be out kind of helping you, assisting you to get off the ship or whatever. And I'm like, you know, with my luck, he'll be one of them and I'll have to see him again. Thankfully, I did not see him, but there was probably more times, I just can't remember, where he was just like popping up everywhere. Not every time he would come up to us, but like it was excessive, and he would just like pop up out of nowhere, you guys. It was freaking creepy. So now it's like this joke that every cruise we go on, my parents always, or even my husband for that matter, will have to joke about the magician. Fast forward a year later to 2016, when me and my husband got married on another Carnival cruise, excuse me. So right after we got married was the reception, and it was very small. It was like for 20 people. It was like, I think, it was only an hour-long reception, or, you know, food reception, whatever, and it was unlimited for the bar, unlimited drinks, and there was a wide variety of food. It was really great. So they had like like one or two Carnival staff people kind of overseeing, making sure that everything was going okay. And the one lady comes up to me, and she's like, you know, congratulations, you look beautiful, whatever. We just wanted to let you know that the Carnival magician is on the ship, and he's going to be coming here soon. I'm standing in my wedding dress, and I am like, you gotta be effing kidding me. And my face, like, you don't even know. And then I look at my dad, and he is definitely laughing. And then she's like, you know, she's like, it's just a joke. Your father told me to say that to you. I go, thank God. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I thought I escaped this creepy magician. So now it's just like a joke that we joke about all the time. Luckily, I have not seen him ever since that cruise, and we don't really do Carnival anymore. We do Norwegian. I think there's been like one other cruise where we've seen a magician. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that about a month ago, when we were on vacation on our cruise, my husband was actually pulled up. He was able to find it in his phone. It must have like transferred over. He found it, and like he played it for like my family to watch, the video of me being hypnotized, and I'm just like, oh my God. So we still have the video to this day. It's not like we've shared it or anything, but you know, no, like we're not giving it to you. You know, people do weird things with, you know, videos of people, so I didn't feel comfortable anyways. I don't really care. You know, I know like maybe he was like, you know, he didn't want his tricks out there on the internet. I'm not really sure, but he didn't have to worry about it. But we still have the video, and yeah, I don't know. I will never ever go on stage again, even if I don't volunteer and get selected. Like, I'm not doing it, you guys. And I would recommend the same for you if there especially is a magician on your next cruise or whatever. Either if you want to go to their show, go, but don't volunteer yourself, and if you get selected, don't do it, because look what happened, look what it led to. It turned into some really creepy experiences and situations of being followed. But anyways, that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below, do you like Storytime videos? I can try to come up with more. I don't have like too exciting of a life, but I can try to think of some more videos or some more stories to share with you guys. But anyways, that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.